Welcome back to another episode on the Abandoned STI presented by Turn 14 Distribution. Today we see if we can get this thing ready for a 500-mile road trip. As you guys would have saw at the end of last episode, this motor runs. Feels like a small miracle, but it has had its first heat cycle. But we did have a problem with this one silicone hose, not making a very good love connection with the charge pipe here. It's just a bit too short and the angle isn't quite right either. We're not sure if that's because of the phenolic spacer that we put in there or if there's a slight alignment issue with the Cosworth piping. We don't really care what the answer is. We just want to fix the problem. So for that, we've done a little bit of homework and we're going to order a longer pipe from Vibrant, or longer silicone coupler from Vibrant. It's sort of like got a double flex joint in the middle of it, which will give us a little bit of play that we need to get everything lined and the length that we need to make the connection here. So we're going to do some research, see if we can find one locally, and that will solve the problem here and allow us to get this car running and driving and put a couple of break-in miles out on the street and make sure it's good to go for this ambitious road trip that we have planned. Which, by the way, if you don't follow us on social media, which you should do, by the way, then you won't know that we've been planning to get this car ready for the Turn 14 Distribution annual car meet. They have a car meet every year at their Hatfield, Pennsylvania warehouse. It's like 250,000 square feet of Go Fast goodies under one roof. They have a big car meet in the parking lot there every year. We went last year with the Muscle Mustang last year, Pete? Oh no, it was the S2000 last year, Mustang the year before. So this is like an annual pilgrimage for us. And given that this is a Turn 14 supported car, we really wanted to take this down there. So our hope is that with the right length piece of coupler and some other work, bumpers, diffusers, a little street drive, that we can actually take this thing down there. Well, the front bumper is on and
Houston, we have a problem?
Doesn't look great. It's got a lot of free airflow around the intercooler rather than it being forced through the intercooler. And as Dove from NV here was just explaining to us, that's because this car used to have a parent front mount in it and it needed to trim all this out of the front bumper area. The stock bumper apparently would fit this nicely, which is how Cosworth designed it. But since we have a trim bumper, it looks a little goofy. So I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna do about that. Pete, are we gonna buy a new front bumper?
I don't think so. I think we're just gonna, we're gonna send it. You know what I would like
Build
to
some,
know?
like, tin
You guys
ducting in
post in the
here?
comments, can we get this type of mesh?
Ooh, yeah.
Does that be nice to just put it down here to match?
We can get that at the chicken wire shop.
Oh,
Just go down
yeah,
to the chicken wire shop.
uh-huh.
Actually, we have that chicken wire left over from the Miata. We'll just throw that in there.
Oh yeah, that'll look
We'll be
real
good to
good.
go.
And the other thing we should mention is the amount of surface area that's exposed here on this intercooler is not a lot.
Yeah, you've got
the
like 2
majority
rows
of it
at
is
the top
here,
and
so I don't know
the
what
bottom.
Cosworth was necessarily thinking.
I think they were just trying to make it fit in the stock confines.
It is, it's true, it's a full bolt-on location.
Full bolt-on location, where the other kits do require modifying the bumper and so on. So on the other hand, I can see the logic of modifying the bumper because you get a lot more exposure down here of the intercooler, and that lets you get more fresh air to the rad on the top side. So there's some trade-offs there.
Ta-da! Here we are. Our Veris Engineering diffuser is installed, and man, does it look good. It's also not a cheap piece of metal. It's nice and sturdy here. It's gonna actually provide us with some proper downforce. It is functional in that sense. That's what I love about the Veris stuff. And we can confirm that it fits the Cobb exhaust as a bonus. That wasn't listed on their site, but it clears with ease. So we are done here.
Man, we are getting really close to having this thing done, but Riley has scoured the internet and all our local sources for the correct coupler to finish off our charge pipe, and we simply can't find it. And ironically, they do have it in the warehouse at Turn 14, which is where we were trying to get this car ready to go. Frankly, it just seems like we're rushing a little bit too much. We still need to get alignment done. We still need to get a tune in the car, and we got to hit the road tomorrow. So we've decided that discretion is the better part of valor, and when you've got a nicely built motor in here, you just don't want to rush it. So we're going to take something else down to Turn 14 instead, get that coupler while we're down there, and then we'll get back here and finish this thing off.
And here it is, our road trip car. I bet a lot of you weren't thinking we were gonna take the BMW E28, but in all honesty, it's a pretty unique car and it's a good cruising car. We thought about taking a bunch of the other vehicles, but the drift cars, well, they're drift cars. They're not necessarily set up for long road cruises. The Porsche has some suspension work and everything else is kind of broken right now.
We made it! Turn 14, car meet, 2019, but not in the abandoned STI. It's a bit of a disappointment, I'm not gonna lie, but this thing was a champ on the drive down here. 33 miles per gallon in a 1987 E28.
And 370 miles of the tank?
Yeah!
Wow.
It's a road warrior, it rides great.
It's no rocket ship, but...
It looks cool, it turns heads. Just don't look at the roof, and everything is fine. It's just a bit of paint coming off there. It's nothing serious, folks.
Patina, my friend, patina.
Patina. So we are here a little early, and we're gonna, I think, maybe go grab that hose, that vibrant hose that we need to finish off the charge piping on the abandoned STI. Man, look at the size of this place. It is gigantic. I've forgotten how big it is.
Every time we show up, it's just so huge.
Yeah, I forget the exact square footage. It's like a little shy of 250,000 square feet. It is massive, and they are stacked to the ceiling with parts right now. I've never seen it so full of parts. It's really cool seeing like all the automated lines and everything in here. It's a really impressive facility, and just the sheer volume of parts in here. Like, I come in here and I immediately have fantasies of, let's just park a car right here and build it, Pete, because we got everything we need.
It's crazy.
It's pretty wild, but let's start with what we really need, which is that vibrant silicone coupler, which we were told is an aisle 67. So let's have a walk over there and see if we see anything else cool along the way. Wait a minute, PT. Spotted some JDM goodies here, HKS stuff. What do we got?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna put on my eyeballs to see what do we got here. Woo! See a little BNR 32 there. I might even call that foreshadowing of a future very JDM project car we got coming at you. Might not be an R32, but it's gonna be very JDM. Stay tuned for that, guys. Need brake pads, PT, because we got a wall of brake parts here.
My goodness. This is like the most brake pads I've ever seen in my life.
I'm like a kid in a candy store here. We need brake pads for everything, don't we? So pretty sure they got them all here in all varieties. Stop, tech, pop. We got it all. I don't even know where to start here, Pete. Let's just keep moving towards aisle 67, I guess. All right, PT, if you want to build your own abandoned STI, you can do it right here. We got rally armor, although we did take those off, didn't we?
We did, streetcar, but super guys like it.
They got the flaps. I saw some hella true tone horns around here somewhere too. Here they are here. You can live that hella life if you must. They got Deathy gauges if you want to be.
Ooh, I want those in our abandoned
AF.
STI.
They are pretty sick. Started in Japan, bros. All right, everyone. We're in aisle 67. They have a whole computerized system here where they could go and find the part and pull it very efficiently. We, however, do not have that, so we're just gonna use our eyeballs and see if we can find some vibrant goodies here. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a good sign, PT.
This is almost like an Easter egg hunt, you know?
Got some vibrant, what are these, flexible race hosing.
Ooh, we use some of that.
We do need some of that, but I'm not as tempting as I am to leave with
But we don't
more.
want to mess with their system
Exactly.
here.
We don't want to mess with the system. Oh, I see some box of vibrant fittings here. Got some aluminum AN fittings. Oh, look at this. That is it. That is our silicone coupler with like the double flex joint in the middle, which should give us some leeway to fit up those two charge pipes. And it's really the length that we needed too, wasn't it, Pete?
Yeah, the length is the big portion.
So
I think it should work.
This is 8 inches.
I think 6.
Oh, it's 6 inches?
Yeah, I think so. 6 or 8, we don't know.
I
But
tell my wife that's 8 inches in any case. So let's take this back to the shop I guess, to Envy Auto and get this thing on there. But before we make that road trip, obviously we're going to spend some more time here at the Turn 14 car meet. So maybe it's time to head outside and see what kind of cool cars have turned up. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that quick tour of the Turn 14 car meet. It was a big show this year. This place was a packed house. There was a lineup up the street. And we got in just in time to get this primo parking spot with Pete's show stealing. Can I call it the show stealing car here?
For sure, 100%. Best in show.
But really, we did see some really cool stuff here. What was your favorite car here, Pete? Do you have a favorite?
I don't know, there were so many.
There was some good stuff. I really enjoyed seeing the Street Banditos all carbon S30 240Z with a turbo S2000 motor in it. That's a super cool build. In fact, they might drag that up to TMP so we can try it out sometime. In any case, I think today was a big win. We're sorry there wasn't more STI in this episode, but we did get that critical coupler from Vibrant Performance here at the Turn 14 warehouse. So thank you very much everyone for watching, and we will be back very soon with lots more abandoned STI, this time with it actually running and driving, I think.